Dobra, pokraczujemy. Który godziny zdrżał z motorką? Mhm. Oto, że logiczka. Aha. Just hit it really hard. Nie szalujmy. Taka placka wytyfła. I've been so... I feel bad about it. Okay. Jechaliśmy sobie, jechali kapa bordel. As you wrote them in one piece, deal with the besties of them. Did you? Damn it. I thought them on myself after a bit of instruction from you. Here. Teacher. O, to idzie po sumie. Easy. Too often of late I heard the tales of folk of the city, drunk on victory and the hunger for revenge. I had struck firmly in the past, but we need to set outside on the future. On things which I will improve our lot. Things like getting the shelter ready to welcome our long lost countrymen. Chudak, jak to tam drży stale. It seems Viscar has the shelter secured well in hand. Meanwhile, I have discussed the next step with the Master What and complete my inspection of the site. With little work, the vacant buildings here could be made into a very presentable dwelling. Żarbą to mam. Apologies for interruption, miss, but the general will speak with you at your early convenience. Okay? Do not feel obligated to wait around on my account. I will remain here to hammer out the finer detail with Pat and act as an intermediate with our business partner in Oldach. You should go. General Dim asked that you wait for him by the main gate in the Alamikian quarter. Mallet Pelage miss very well. Tak jdeme. By the gate, takže to můžeme dát klidně teleporta. To mám ready to for. Aha, jo.
Apologies for the wait. People are screaming for the butcher's blood again. No sooner have we broken up one mob than another forms. Thankfully, all have been amenable to reason, thus far. But it is no concern of yours. We must speak of the men Arenvald and his comrades apprehended in the peaks.
By their uniforms, the captives were first judged to be Imperial troops. But after further investigation, their true identities came to light. I dare say you remember Yuyuhasi and Laurentius, the fugitives who conspired with Captain Ilberd in the Crystal Brave's betrayal. Aye, well, it would seem they followed him all the way to the wall. It was they who orchestrated the slaughter of the resistance fighters prior to the Griffin's infernal ritual.
Were it in your hands, how would you punish these men?
Their lives would be forfeit. Execution is not the answer. Já bych jich ale popravil, no. Špinám celou.
You would spare these animals? Yours is a more merciful brand of justice than mine. In any event, I thank you for your honesty. When the time comes for the Alliance to pass judgment, I'll see that your opinion is heard.
Well,
that concludes our business here. But there is more I would say. Walk with me.
Co se stalo? Povedal takým hlasem.
I bear a share of the blame for Ilberd's atrocities. Had I openly supported the cause of Alamigan liberation, he might not have felt driven to do what he did. Things could have been different, and I'm sorry they aren't. But even after all that has happened, my homeland is free. With the Scions and the Alliance at their side, my countrymen have reclaimed what many thought lost forever. Under her new leadership, I have every confidence that Alamigo will emerge from the shadow of the Empire and rise once more to greatness. Which means my work here is done. Soon I will return to Uldar and take my place at the Sultana's side.
Všetci vieme, že to nechceš.
Father.
I'll not deny there's a part of me that wants to stay. The same part that contemplated renouncing my rank and joining you as a wandering sellsword. But I pledged my blade to Nanamo, and I will not betray that oath.
Slip out, slip.
Is this truly what you want, Father?
It is. Ever has my sword been hers to command, and ever shall it remain. Thank you for lending an ear. When all the rest are clamoring for me to stay, I trust you'll send me on my way.
That took longer than I intended, but at least you know where I stand. Now that's settled. Arenwald, what's news? We may have problems here. A group of Anananta has arrived at the main gates, and I don't mean those are Quayala. They're the ones that summon the Primal. They are insisting they be allowed to attend the council. Liz is trying to reason with them, but she may need help. An invitation was expected to all of the native beast traps, but we assumed Querlana would refuse it out of hand. We had best go and see for ourselves. Pippin, take command of our forces and be ready for battle. Here we will deal with the Querlana before I would have you at my side. To myslia tych hadów, że? Sam mi zdał. Została sekunda. Ja muszę to. Dobra. Ahoj, co to pochodzi? Yo, Robin, go outside. It's good to see you. The Slayer has come. We have not forgotten how you sing against the Lady of Bliss, but we did not come here at the shed blood. You claim to seek harmony with all who call Girabania home. If this is true, your wish, you will welcome us as in the of the Anatan. It is our wish and you are welcome, but we can condone the summoning of the Primus. If you want to enter the palace, I must ask you first to surrender any crystal jewelry. You have my words that it will be returned to you when the meeting is over. We will do as you ask, but you will not have our weapons. We are not so foolish as to place ourselves entirely at the mercy of our tormentors. I reckon that's the closest we are going to get a compromise, and we will have people stand the guard. I let them keep their swords. Then we have the agreement lead the way to your meeting chamber. Why do I have the feeling we are welcomed Viper into our midst? Protože se to tak stalo. Discrepancy intentions seems at odds with all we know of her tribe voting view. You believe understanding and understanding can be reached. It is not entirely unheard of, I suppose. Those who follow the saint of Shiva eventually saw the reconciliation with each god. Whatever the truth, I would take no chances. The garden must be strengthened ideally with people who know a thing or two about primates. Can we rely on the science? I will round up our comrades and send them to Alamigian quarters. You can go ahead if you like. My thanks, I will see you in the palace. Ha ha ha. Yo, I brought reinforcements. Arenvald told me of the arrivals of our unexpected guests, and I agreed that it would be prudent to go upon Istala and Tenkrat as well. Once can ever be too careful when dealing with the 8th Herald. I'm not familiar with the Kyoto tribe myself, but Alice report suggested that they shouldn't contact with the races. Despise it, in fact, even compared to other anatomy. Indeed, this apparent reversal in attitude is most curious. No one expected to respond to our invitation, much less an envoy, and I imagine Elisa was forced to make some rather hasty arguments in order to accommodate them. Speaking of which, how should we deploy ourselves? If the meeting is to be held in the throne room, it would seem wise to have eye both inside and outside the palace. Ishtal and I can stand guard without. That leaves the three of you keep watch over processing in the throne room itself. Understood, we should join General Aldin inside the dome. You do know of the rare entrance of the palace. It's on the eastern edge of the city, at the top of the stairs. The guard there should have instructed to let us pass. Okay. Конечно, самі висвітлили деталі, мені то на мапі викаже саме. Here with the science means, General Aldim Loftor said that you were to be escorted inside if you will follow me. Solidly. Fuck. The fuck? Že si na to nespomínám, čo to bolo.
Thank you all for coming. I am Lise Hext, and I speak for the Resistance. Among you are village elders, refugee leaders, envoys from the Ananta and the Kikern. You've come from every corner of Girabania to help decide the future of Alamigo. But before that, I want to ask you a question.
Už viem asi, kto to je.
What was the first thing you noticed when you came in? For me, It was that empty throne.
Izra egipski.
It has no one to sit on it now. No viceroy, no king. Would any of you like to take their place? Or should someone else sit there? Then let's sit here in a circle, as equals, and I hope, as friends.
Wow. Azumi.
Expertly done. Lys has removed monarchy as a choice early in the game and positioned them to consider a joint government. All things considered, I would say events have got off to a fine start.
Zobaczymy.
And that is Alagana's stance on the matter.
Thank you, Ragenfrid. Another vote in favor. Next, let's hear from Shanti of the Kalyana. Tell us, how do your people feel about the idea of a republic?
The Ananta wish only that those who dwell within Gir Abania devote themselves to our faith. You shall all worship Sri Lakshmi! Lady of Bliss, grace us once more with your beauteous visage!
This can't be happening. No crystals were allowed through the door.
We can worry about the how of it later. We need to evacuate these people right now, or the Primal will make thralls of them all.
It's up to us.
Żeby tam był dot comments? A tam je druhý had, čo uteká.
Gods damn it! The guards were already turned! Fools!
Tak moment, ale niektorí sú niektorí proti.
No, you don't!
The Kalyana would see us all enthralled.
Then they're going to be sorely disappointed. We have the Warrior of Light and Arenvold to shield her.
Aye, but they can't well defend your guests and attack the Primal, can they? We're stuck on the back foot.
All right, I think I have an idea. Keep these people safe, General. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Kam się idziesz? Co jeszcze na przykład?
Ah, whatever she's about, she'd best make it quick.
Zawoła lud.
Come then. Who will be next to die on my steel?
Ty sam poговорчите. How do we fight her without leaving our lives wiped out? We can stay on the back foot forever. No, damn it. If I think that we're already lost, I have warrior light at my side. We can do it. Up. Use the DTD action deflection to dispel the space waves. Okay. We weren't allowing an ally to be agile. Okay, čiže musím proste sledovať. To typek to akože vypol na ranu. A ja to mám, ne? Ja w podstate iba potrebujeme zdržať, dobre. Halo.
I shall free you from your hate.
What? So we don't what the fuck? Nice.
God damn it all! It's only a matter of time before we miss one.
What of it? Do you want to kill this thing or not?
Dobre, to mala premyslená. Zažady som aj preskúmal, to som nechcel. To zmizło. The past can be fought. Put down and best we can rest is on with one. Two clown while the grammar is please? I can't, so I can run away from this, they need us. Then we snap it and fight together off in other vessel. Blah blah blah. Surely you do not need to Very well, I shall see our guests to safety. Whoa! Nobody put. Haleszek sam to wymanewrował. Którym grzechem ten dasz? Halo! Czasem chyba bobo.
Not your souls weigh heavy?
Tak, dziękujemy. Bordola. Nie, byłem aspoň tak kreska chyba zabrał. Aha. Wolałbym to wiele, jak to do nich ekstra. Де там Карен так? Ostatnio jsme DPS. Tak mam dobity. To som to mohol plesknúť, no. Tak ti povie, že kliku halo. Myślę, że już zabijemy. Element breaku to nie mam po prostu. Halo, nie mam, dobra. Halo, migo. Co to było za zvuk?
We did it!
We've been through. That Alice?
What is this?
I'm only gonna say this once. The Ananta just summoned their primal in the throne room. My friends are fighting her, but they need help. They need someone with the Echo, and by the gods, I wish I had it, but I don't.
Szansa na wykupienie, no.
I told you before that you still had time, but things have changed. I need your answer You can end it like Xenos, or you can fight for Alamigo. Your choice.
Ale poczekaj, ty si uciekałeś, to... Nie myślicie ważnie.
Seven hells. It's her! The Butcher!
Ale to oni sú rozdielni. Ty boli modrí, toto má fialové.
It's done. Take me back to my cell.
You are not forgiven. Not you. You I will never forgive. But I will thank you. For standing against a primal and saving us from servitude. You have my thanks.
Smutne. Both of you are involved, that was your thing. Our sent against the colonel would have been brief indeed, had you not volunteered for guard duty. We would be enthralled as surely as our sentries were, and they must have planned this far in advance. Security was my responsibility, and I know how dangerous primal can be. I should It's my fault, my stupid mistake. Unless we were all caught unbears. We will take this as a lesson and watch our own more carefully in future. You can be sure that the lock who smuggled the crystal into their own room weren't the only thralls in our ranks. The soldiers who first spoke up in the favor of Quarrel keeping their weapons spring to mind. The primal servant is betrayed by his hour. If you mean to conduct an investigation, I can identify any others acting under serious influence. Thank you, Stella. We would appreciate the help. Обычно это подробно, že? Speaking of Ella, I almost fell over when the fourth law turned up. What was she doing there? I asked her to come. No, видел сам. Иначе могли то дату. Well, that explains it then. It's out about Radiant Fear. Firinta was right. Her victim will never forgive her for what she done. But I don't think the Fordala pick up that sport looking for forgiveness. She just wanted to fight for her country. If you say the world in which Fordala grew up is partly to blame for what she became, then is an Alamikam have responsibility for improving the world. We can't ignore what's happening right now. We have to show people that way to vengeance, or we risk giving birth to a new generation of skulls. I know it's idealistic, but I wanted to help people to let go of their old caverns and make a peace with each other. And I will hold 1,000 meetings and talks till I'm blue in the face, if that's what it takes. This long and narrow path you have chosen, but one well worth walking. Rest assured that I will do what I can to help to reach your destination. Thank you, Alfino. The first step will be to go get our representatives back into the throne room. They are a little shaken, but no one of them seems ready to run. We are all determined to finish what we started. I will see that you're not interrupted. You and the Science are to stand down, get some rest. Government, you have earned it.
A fine spot to contemplate the heavens. The meeting is over. The envoys have chosen to instate a government model on Ishgard's House of Commons, a ruling body of representatives elected by the people. It is a fair decision, and one which signals the end of my part in all this. But I would gaze upon Girabania's stars one last time before I leave.
Wiesz o tym, że nie musisz. Już mu to powiedz. O! Ona przyszła to powiedzieć. Aha.
Forget something? Your Grace, there was no word.
Raubon Aldin, you are hereby dismissed as General of the Immortal Flames and relieved of your seat on the Syndicate.
But, Your Grace...
Raubon, I am no longer a child. Stay here in your homeland. Work with your brethren. Rebuild Alamigo.
You desire to stand alone. I understand, but remember what happened.
I remember full well the consequences of my naivety, and thus did I consult at length with a most trusted advisor ere I embarked upon this course.
A most trusted advisor? And what of me? Am I no longer deserving of your confidence?
What trust can there be between us when you withhold the truth from me? Did you think me oblivious to the anguish in your eyes when you spoke of returning to Uldar? For years and years, we have trusted one another. Yet now you refuse to confess your heart's desire?
I swore an oath to you that day on the sands. I pledged my sword.
And it has served me well. But in Pippin you have forged a new sword, as sharp and deadly as the blade you bequeathed him. I will show you a Sultana who can wield every weapon at her disposal, including Lolorito and his monetarist cronies. So follow your heart, please. You are home. You are free.
Pakalko dokáže do parku z toho.
None more.
Smile for me, Raubon. I would have this parting be a joyous one.
Thank you, Your Grace. It has been an honor to serve you and Uldar.
Tomorrow you will serve Alamigo and fight for the good of all Eorzea. Am I understood?
Yes, Your Grace.
Syn Pippin tam ide, namiesto neho.
Thanks for shielding us from Lakshmi, you two. If you hadn't been there, the rest of us would be worshipping her by now.
You're kind to include me, Lise. But we both know who did most of the work. I could scarce keep track of the battle, let alone land a telling blow. No shame in admitting it. The Warrior of Light has put far better men than me in the shade.
A čo? Dobre si tankoval.
Did I mention that I encountered the Sultana in the palace? It would seem Her Grace has come to Girabania to oversee the final stages of her relocation project. She was in search of General Aldin, and I directed her to the rooftop garden. I do hope he was still there.
Are you in the habit of gossiping about the affairs of royalty, Master Leveilleur?
Certainly not, Your Grace. I was merely informing my companions.
Be at ease, Alphino. 'Twas only a jest.
Just a shot.
must yield the floor to Raubarn. He has an important announcement to make.
No, powiedz to všetkým.
As of yesternight, I have been relieved of my post in the Immortal Flames and the Syndicate both.
I shall be assuming my father's duties.
Mhm.
And may I say that Tizona has never felt heavier upon my back.
It would seem I am in need of employment. Mayhap one of my old acquaintances can introduce me to a mercenary company or some such.
You may be getting on in years, father, but you'd struggle to find a band of sellswords who wouldn't snap your hand off. Your remaining hand.
Yes, the bull of Alamigo need not be put out to pasture just yet.
Šatinece.
Your Grace has
well,
developed
but-
a wicked edge to her humor. And you, Pippin, would do well not to laugh when the future may hold the same for you.
Mhm.
So,
Asi no taký
does this mean you're staying?
úžasný.
Aye. That seems to be the way of it. I would be glad to aid you in rebuilding our nation, if you'll have me.
Nech sa ľúbi, zostaň. Ahoj.
If, he says. Welcome home, Raubarn.
Well, that was unexpected. Though you seem distinctly unsurprised.
Lebo som o tom vedel.
Either you are more astute than I give you credit for, or I'm losing my touch. In any event, one thing is certain. Alamigo will rejoice at the homecoming of her dearest son.
I think it's absolutely time I headed back to Agra Reach. What's next for all of you? Let's say we'll be eager to hear of recent events, so I shall join you if you have no objections. So Delphi note. I would welcome. I did welcome the company. You, why don't you come along to the reach as well? Once you say your rebels to none of the others. Upon completing this quest, you will be able to access the palace rooftop gardens by speaking the room. Okay. Moment, do Reachu ideme. Bye bye. A však ešte sa uvidíme 1005 krát. A k tomu stanu to, že... Jak to povedal, že tam je, že sa mi sprístupnil len, tak ja si myslím, že tam bude mať niečo, no že tam niečo je, nejaký quest alebo niečo také. Ale ešte nebolo žiadne uputavka alebo upozornenie, že bude niečo dlhé, nejaká cutscéna alebo niečo. Well, here we are again. Elfinauta has regaled me with thrilling tales of hiding treasure, so meet meeting betrayals, unlikely alliance, and joyous homecoming. It would seem I missed everything. I was patrolling the palace ground when Tenkrad and Ishtala when Yeah, we heard the report of the family in the throne room. I honestly thought on my own ears. Yeah, as others have said, we were lucky to have our eco-blessed champions nearby this time, but we will need to keep close eye on the Guardiana. You can say that again. Those small episodes where has reminded me just how far apart our kinds are still are. It looks like centuries of fear and mistruth really can't be washed away in a day. But someone has to make an effort at recollection there if this conflict are even going to end. Naturally, uh, naturally, a lot of people are crying for vengeance, but I have been doing my best to calm things down. Violently reprisals will only lead for to more summoning. Indeed, violence will ever bitch violence, as the Emperor has learned to its cost in recent times. In any case, summoning was the brood mother doing, and whoever replaced her might not be so keen on the idea. We will just have to watch and wait. Which isn't to say we won't be putting the safety of our allies in the Vira and M tribes first. I plan to have resistance scouts keep track on the killer movement at all times. My parents will be relieved to hear that. What are your plans for the rest of the Residence Army out of interest? Are we to prepare for Imperial counterattacks? What would be question for the Resistance news the recruitment of military commander with stand more experience than me? What? The Bull of Alamigo? We call it an army, but the Resistance is really a collection of smaller, independent groups. When Conrad passed his command on to me, that authority only extends the freedom fighters based in Ragal Ridge. He just happened to be serving the Resistance spokesman at the time and needed someone to take over the role while everything was in disarray. But that time has passed. When I speak with the other leaders about reforming the army under the new government, I will be nominating Robhan as the overall commander of our forces. He was more experienced than the rest of us put together, and we stand to learn a lot from him. Indeed, he is in all respected ideal choice. Assuming he accepted the post, Alamigo will have added formidable weapon to his arsenal. And given the progress to Nanamo's resettlement initiative, I see great cause for hope. The seeds which we so carefully sowed have begun to quicken on my face. I like that we tend to our promises and watch in Alamigo blooms. A to je strašně dlhý quest, tak půl hodinu už ho robím. Jiný on. Kosicu. I do give thanks to Kami that my makeshift raft withstood the fury of the seas. But the gonna ended without coin in our pocket for renewals. We are doomed to look like such a jetsam. Oh, pity that a poor man in a city of rich merchants. These youngsters are delicious. Will you have one? More sweet birds? I show my polite to secure what a few points we have. Dobra, mali prosty czas sporo, także. Прием. Is like talking to a child. Zmrazku mám. Zajímavé, že ju zavolal za sebou, to byla prekvapená. An Imperial Palace? First Doma, then allow me go to Lord's and support the sport. Sure, the switch is beast the she's and be slowly attacking his head regardless. No tak to ti neviem. He called us Mr. Remorse. History remains sad, and we shall soon put the lie to the claim. Tankrát? Nie, toto je. Jeho tatko. Alebo ten oný, ten. Tomáskov. That is from the east. Yo, great timing. I was just about to send the word to silence. I've got lots to tell you. The council has officially recognized the resistance as our standing army, and I expect that you can guess who's been put my commander sufficient. It is to say, we're in good hand. At home, turn for morale. People were dancing in the streets when the announcement was made. And we have you and the Sultana to thank you for it. If you two hadn't worked your magic, he did never have a company contemplated following his heart. The council has also decreed that we are to remain a presence at the Ragala Reach. Liz will continue to lead our forces in the fingers. A job she's been doing tirelessly. A bit too tirelessly, some might say. We're constantly having to remind her that before she falls. There's an extra Gerardian, and I always get up again. Anyway, we can hardly afford to lower our guard now. Not after our latest brush with Ishkami. Speaking of which, we've been keeping a close eye on them, and it looks they've chosen a new leader. It's nejaká jej dcera. You know, the half that one. For whatever reason, the Colonel thought she was the best candidate, which makes them leaderless, basically. Since then, there's no prospect of engaging in talks, let alone coming to understanding. But I won't let them stop me. I will keep on reach out to them until they finally see sense. Just like I've been reaching out to Fortula. She's still won't meet my gaze, but she's given up trying to ignore me. But she's given up. He's developed. It may only be the odd ground, but at least she's responding. I will get through to her yet. Yo, there you are. Off in Outlaws, is everything alright? We received a warrant from Totaro. Hancock is apparently acquired information of great interest and urgency. More than she didn't say, only that we should come to Kuguna right away. I had a mind of two of us sent forth together, but Alyssa is determined to make it a party of three. Salubí. As I have been told more than a dozen times, brother, my wounds are quite healed, and I would benefit from some fresh air. Besides, you may well need an extra pair of hands. Worry not, sister. I have quite given up trying to convince you. Lol. Whatever we be 2 or 3, we should depart as soon as possible. You will be joining us, as I trust. I was about to say I would come too, but I will just have to settle for cheering you on from afar. Good luck with whatever it was about to be. Thank you, Liz. Let's assure should this business prove to be of even tangential concern, allow me go. We shall inform you within the land. Let us be off then. Hancock and Tatar await us at the big bazaar office. O, vy ste ma tam nezobrali? Šmejdi. Kugane. Hingashi. Provincia Hingashi. Rubu bazára. Obsova vnútri čakajú ma, nech sa ľubí.
My friends, thank you for coming at such short notice.
We were told the matter was urgent. I take it Yugiri and Soroban are also involved?
My presence here is but a happy coincidence. I am come on separate business, which can wait.
My apologies. Master Hancock, pray, tell our friends exactly what you told me.
Of course, of course. Some few days ago, a large detachment of soldiers was seen arriving at the Garlean embassy. This seemed to me most unusual, as no personages of note are due to visit for a matter of months. So, I made a few inquiries, whereupon I learned of a most curious rumor. Apparently, the soldiers were dispatched to Kugane to investigate recent sightings of a certain individual. The late acting Imperial Viceroy of Doma, Yotsuyu. I beg your pardon?
I too am loath to believe it. I saw the keep come down on top of her.
Że on nie wiedział, że żyje?
We all did.
Naša dobrá láska nemôže vedieť imperiáli o nej.
I would not presume to question your eyewitness accounts, nor am I one to take rumors at face value. The fact is, the Garleans have no knowledge of what took place at Doma Castle. They may well be chasing after a woman who merely resembles Yotsuyu. But a woman who resembles Yotsuyu in the company of a grizzled Rogadan samurai? I dare say that thickens the plot.
But woman Yotsuyu is in the company of Grizzly.
Gosetsu! He's alive!
While I've no conclusive proof, I thought that such a possibility warranted your attention.
Have you informed Lord Hien? Well, I think we'd all like to believe the old bear survived.
Indeed. While I dare not give myself wholly to hope, I will not deny that I have prayed for such a miracle ever since that fateful day. But regardless of my personal feelings, if the Empire has seen fit to pursue these rumors so vigorously, we can scarce afford to ignore them. I am bound by duty to ascertain the truth of the matter. Will you join me in this quest?
Nech sa ľubí, od toho som tu. Toto má koľko častí?
Thank you. If Gosetsu yet lives, he will need our help if he is to avoid capture.
Kosetsu is a dear friend,
Awesome.
and we cannot abandon him to the mercy of the Empire. Our course is clear. Hancock, is there aught else you can tell us?
Alas not. But I have taken the liberty of employing one of the finest informants money can buy. You shall have the latest intelligence on the Garleans' movements, and more besides.
Tak hovor. Then from informant awaits your pleasure in the back street of Hamanchi. From its shining face to its dark underbelly. For now, Kugame as intimately as him. One of the finest informants money can buy. Why do I have a bad feeling about this? Permit me to assist you in your quest, my friend. The sooner your business is concluded, the sooner we may speak of mine. Should reach take you away from Kagune, my boat is at your disposal. You shall see that she is ready to sail. I will give the Sorban a hand with his providing us a ship. The last we can do is supply the provisions. We'll be at the pier if you need us. A welcome offer and excellent plan. Without further ado, then let us seek out this informant in. Okay. Takže ide sa na loďa. Aha, nie, najprv sa ide vlastne vyzvedať, potom sa pôjde na loď. Počkaj, ono to bolo fakt dole? Jo. Počkaj, ďalšia lodička už. A kde je? This should be the place. Now we wait and see who comes. Samotný Gosetsu, nie? It has been a while, my friend. Yes, a long while indeed. Okay. I knew it. Gyaldo, any further business until you know what will happen, I trust. No, not any business, only loyal service and the finest quality information. Oh, of course, such quality does not come cheap. No, but the Hancock already paid you. Honestly, you must think we were born yesterday. I had half of mine to call Lisey. No, Lisey, I beg you, no boots. I will tell you everything I know free of the charge. The Emperor searches for Yotsuya. High and low, far and wide, come to enlist my help. They did promising a rich reward for this information. I heard this is your information, and have you this is your information? Let's see that. What to do it so? Were two individuals sighted here in Gosetsu, indeed Gosetsu and Yotsuya. Alas, see them with my own eyes, I did not, but the Imperials are confident. Yes, very confident indeed. Look at the size of their contingent. But there is something they do not know, Ramo, which you will find most interesting, I think. They say an elderly reg, any samurai appeared on Kokanedori with Byuto's maiden and sold his katana to a pawnbroker. Ooh. It wasn't a common katana either, but one of surprising craftsmanship. What? This is interesting. Assuming it's true, did you corroborate the rumor with the power broker in question? No. Regrettably, I do not have working relationship with the master of Shiten. No, why would that be? I wonder. If I didn't know better, I would think he had lent you money. He will help you, I'm certain. While you speak with him, I will make a contact with my Guardian connection and learn what I can of their progress. Samozrejme to bude za peniaze. Glimpse of the blade is all I need to be sure, but it is wise to let the Nazmo out of the sword. No better choice, buddies, and fine choice it is. Told I'm depth at gathering information. It is so much efficiency to share the work. Right, he's right. Given the urgency, we would do well split up, and so I will go with our friend here. Nothing in reserve. You should see like supervisions. But yes, we will go together, and there will be no boots. Let's be avoided then. Good luck with the katana. She will recover and appear later. Fragment as the ruby butter officers, or I prefer the fresh air. Absolutely. I believe what you say, Hedger. Let's go well in hand. Shall we seek out the pound broker? Čo som to dostal? Som si to neprečítal. Neviem, čo tam bolo. Greeting. Neviem, dobre. Green tea set, lol. Everything is in order. Then let us proceed to Kaldoria and find the master of... Nebudem čítať to meno proste. Čakal to je tuto v distrikte. Never mind how similar like those you describe. So many people came through, it's different to remember. Perhaps you could jog my memory by making a purchase. No, well, you can't blame a woman for trying. This is a power, you see. Reggie Samurai and the Maidan, I never seen them. Now, if you don't have any business with me, make way for someone who does. Čak bol s peknou ženou. A Yugiri, pýtaš sa tu, čo? Welcome, good madam, welcome, we will be buying all. So you have heard the tale of the rogue in Samurai Katana. A small wonder, it is a fine example of its kind. One moment. Našli sme. Dobre. There I hope you have found our fallen broker. Kieta jeho. On tam mal tie fialové. There's no doubt it's got such a blade. The craft ship is a visit, is it not? And you will be pleased to know that the pledge has just expired. I should be glad to sell it to you, assuming you have the coin. This is not a general weapon, you understand, and it is priced accordingly. But if you are serious, I suggest you act quickly. It's a several noted collectors have already expressed an interest. These blades represent the conclusive proof of Goketsu's survival. I suppose this could be considered unnecessary cost in rescuing his fate return. His say return. Yet it is not a decision I can make alone. Least of all when our nation has scared become the rebel. Yeah, my friend, grateful thought I'm for the offer. I cannot ask this of you. It is enough to know the cost is alive and well. If you wait, the science will buy the katana. Pray consider it as grief. Myself in outer kindness is touching truly, yet it is matter of coin. But Mistress that I would not expect to be consulted. Come now, our friend would never have really wished his plate were the need not great. We are we not bound by honor to help a friend in need? I say we are, and I'm sure that I will wholeheartedly agree. It's settled then. You have made a wise choice, my friend. Such a price are few and far between. Now, if you would be so good as to come this way, I shall prepare the necessary papers. Daj to sem. Niech to stoi, czy to stoi. FFXIV Kaiser, after he visited that your establishment, do you perchance know where the old samurai went? He is our friend, and we would return his weapon to him. A friend of yours? Yes, I see. Well then, I suppose there can be no harm in telling you. So soon I had provided him with a requested sum, then his pretty young company began the claming for Danko. I highly recommended the sir at the Umeka tea house, and did her did they set off. And for Dango, can't it really get the same people? It doesn't make no sense. Some errors of code perhaps, but if Allah is not enough to speculate, let us go to this tea house and see if we can pick up the Israel. Просто сайди hľadať. But of course I remember, how could I forget a pair like that? The most beautiful girl I've ever seen scoffed down to Danko as if her life depended on it, while the old samurai looked on. Not quite what I expected, I will agree. Far be it from me to gossip about my customers, but he was planning to spirit her away across the Derby Sea, out of the reach and her family, no doubt. When the girl had finally had her fill, they set off in the direction of the Siokaze, presumably to find someone discreet with the boat. So guess let's make for Doma, but this woman who traveled with him. The more I hear about her, the more I wonder if she can truly be Yotsu. Presne tak. Oops, on the way. While doubts remain over the identity of Gosetsu Travel Companion, for now we can but follow the trail. Come, let us away to the pier and make ready to sail. With luck, Alice will already have joined Master Sabran. We will just that are there. Boing? A, tak nič. Čakal som, že to pôjde, ale... Excellent timing, my friend. Mistress Elisa arrived a mere moment ago. All went well at the end. Guido met with the Imperial officer and revealed his way at some new information. It seems the troops who recently arrived in Kugame came directly from Garalanmald. The Imperials based here have been kept in the dark. And that's not all. The contingent of the Aferomentione troops are preparing for deployment through BC. If I didn't know better, I would say they picked up Gosetsu trial. Then your information match ours. We are quite certain the Gosetsu 6 the cross to the mainland. I'm sorry to hear that, right? US Science funds to buy Gosetsu Katana at the asking price? Well, we were in some haste and it seems a worthwhile gesture. Speaking of which, here's the contract of sale. Price the main is paid. Ukażesz tu sumę, padnie. Desperate and agreed to this, give me strength. Well, it is not like the search wiki. Search can wait, you're best on your way. Okay. This one. But off you're not willing to talk. I want you to come straight to the office as soon as you get back, promise me. Very well, I shall call upon you as soon as I return. First, let us go to Ruby Prince. If Gosetsu has already set sail, the sentries either are sure to have seen him. Papa. Tim. There's just Roger Vexed, did you not? Ever the more dramatics. I'm sure our finances can stretch a single sport. Remind me explain the value of such a gesture when we next see her. But I digress. We have work to do.
Right. I suggest we begin by learning what we can from the sentries.
Tośmy się tam dostali? Hej.
What's going on up there?
Travelers, are you? You may wish to postpone your plans. The Garleans have launched an attack on the Confederacy. We have no reason to believe they'll turn their attention here, but for your own safety, I suggest you return to Kugane.
Skoro wam pomożemy. Jezus.
The Garleans bear no love for the Confederacy, but with Doma lost to them, why would they attack?
Unless
Yotsuyu is on that island.
Presne tak.
Even if she isn't, our allies are under attack and they need our help.
We will help them while you remain with Soroban. Arguing will only delay us. Is that clear?
Fine, but you haven't heard the last of this.
Soroban, we may need to make a swift exit. See that the boat is ready to sail at a moment's notice.
It shall be done.
Považuji za hotové.
What, and you're going to swim there, are you?
'Tis the quickest way, and you may rest assured I've been practicing.
Jak si prostě do něho pichla. Já tím více. Ach jaj. Jak tě ale prostě doň pichla.
Your defense is lacking. Leave this to me.
Wow, tam já jsem si nevšiml. Počkej, rozplošen. You heard the old man, yes? So he's a top boy over the best. Is it the top boy but the best to her? Okay. Tak já pomáhám.
Lady Yotsuyu, we're here to rescue you. Please, come with us.
Stay back, Tsuyu.
Ooh.
Are you all right?
Is he all right?
Gosetsu!
A to je bělý mák toto.
Damn it, we took too long. Change of plan, eliminate hostiles! All forces, attack!
Jak se líbí. Ono mi to tu čtvrtku nedalo super. Oh, destruction, what the fuck? Tak samozřejmě byl taky damage. to są poslednie dwa. Passou uma segunda assim, acho que é. Ale chyba można sobie nadać. Easy. Tylko ja tam to są BLPSK. Skończenia robię takie damage. O! Dlaczego mi się to sprawi? To mogę następnie krytyk. Easy.
The art of my forebears.
What? That's it. Nie wiem, czy ja to tam od razu można. Nie. Świetnie. O, że do hitball. Сейчас один будет запален на вечера.
Gosetsu, thank the heavens!
Yugiri, my friends, the kami were kind to guide your steps this way.
Mam takie poczucie, że umiera. Ale
It's
nie.
over. The Imperials are retreating. I suppose we have you to thank for that. But they would never have come here were it not for her. I had a bad feeling the moment your samurai friend arrived with that woman in tow.
Do not be afraid, Suyu. These people are my friends.
Friends.
Nie to ona?
Forgive me, but at the risk of souring the mood, I believe you owe us an explanation. You may start by telling us what happened at Doma Castle.
Of course. I'll not begrudge you that. As you know, we were trapped inside the keep when it collapsed. But even as the roof crumbled above us, so too did the floor below. We were swept out into the One River, where we would surely have drowned had a stout wooden door not chanced to float by, offering us a raft of sorts. Exhausted, we drifted out to sea, at the mercy of the tides, which saw fit to dispense us on a desert island.
She was with you the entire time?
Aye. 'Twas her kimono which saved her from Hien's blade, believe it or not. Some Garlean witchcraft in the weave. But it offered precious little protection against the fall. Though she survived, she awoke bereft of all her memories, and speaking like a child.
Na všetko zabudla.
A trick, surely.
That was my first thought, and I contemplated cutting her down and being done with it. Contemplated it long and hard. Yet the Kami saw fit to deliver us from certain death. 'Twas their will that we survive, both of us, together. And together we shall go before our master. He shall be the one to judge.
Judge what?
She's your prisoner, old man. Do with her as you will. Call her Tsuyu, or whatever else tickles your fancy.
'Twas a name given out of necessity whilst on the road. Nothing more.
As you say. But remember this. Our people suffered much at that woman's hands. When the time comes, I trust you won't let emotion blind you to what needs to be done.
You have my word.
Well, I must be going. I have an unholy mess to clean up. You should be on your way too, before the Imperials decide to take another tilt. Oh, and we'll overlook the tithe this once. You're welcome.
Zaujímavé, veľmi zaujímavé. Dobre, dokončím toto a potom. Yes, Dan says we should move on. I would not do for you to be seen here. Now if I know my sister, she will already be waiting with the boat at the nearby pier. Let's go and see if I'm right. To všetko zabudlo. Nie mohlo? Tak napadlo. No, presne tak. Keď on povedal na ňu, že sa chová ako decko. Gosetsu, but thank the gods you're safe. It was all I could do to watch the battle from afar. And it was all I could do to return her. Can you blame me for the worries? As strong as you is, and anything could happen in the chaos. But enough about me, we need to talk about her. Greetings. They tell me you lost your memory, and that's fine, but I want you to know something. I won't be taking my eyes off you, not for a moment. Those people are strange. Are you sure they're your friend? They may behave strangely, but I trust them with my life. You have knocked before. Alright, if you say so. Right, this past time we set sail. I, for one, would not keep right here waiting without the due cause. And the longer we tarry, the more we risk inviting trouble. Lest you forget that Red Kojin burn allow to you I shall deliver you to familiar shores near Ishari, but one.
Лежит.
А?
Садитник лежит.
Я не. Yes, but out of the village side. Okay, to będzie są. Here's where we part ways, my friends. I pray the reminder of your journey passes uneventful. When you are not otherwise occupied, I could speak with you about the next business venture. It promises to be extremely lucrative, and I do not say so slightly. After the prodigious sum spent acquiring a certain sword, it would present a fine predator for all the science, cough and just saw the smile of Mr. Stutter's face. Lol. Come along, Tutter was overreacting. How much could a single katana possibly cost? Far more than you think, mainly. A blade like this is worth a fortune enough to buy a house and furnish it. Which you would now had the leisure to check the price. What? I had no idea. This business venture of Soroban, you will give it a fair hearing, I trust. He has been good to us after all. As for me, I think I shall look into drawing upon my personal friends. Dobra, ja sobie znajdę. Koniecznie ta zwłóczka dobra. To będą problemy z nią proste. Aha.
My Lord Ian, I am returned.
Save your tears for the morrow. For we who yet walk the path should not think too much on the destination. When the hour arrives, we shall welcome what comes with open arms. And welcome it you did, even as the keep fell down around us. At that moment, in your smile, I spied a shred of hope. One which I have clung to ever since. Gorsetsu, full glad am I to see you alive and well.
We have played this scene before, have we not? Though this time our roles are reversed.
That they are. Meaning you know how I feel. Wholly at a loss for words. Welcome back, old friend. Now then, though we rejoice at your return, it seems you have brought with you certain complications.
Myślisz, Ju?
Rise, my friend. Tell me everything.
Že nemá takú zášť hneď voči nej.
The Empire is bold indeed to send a token force to engage the Confederacy.
As acting Viceroy, Yotsuyu would have been privy to Imperial secrets. The Garleans will not soon give up the chase.
Jest to kráľ? To čo je za slovo?
Nay, it will end with her capture or her death.
Are you a friend too?
She claims to have lost her memory, though I know not if she speaks true. I brought her here that you might decide her fate.
Lost her memory, you say? Regardless, the people have not forgotten. Her face yet haunts their dreams. She cannot roam free. We will hold her here for a time. Place her in Jufia's care, with the express instruction that she is not to be seen.
Yes, my lord. Come.
No, I don't want to. Don't let her take me away!
It's all right, Tsuyu. I will come with you. Be a good girl, and listen to Yugiri.
From a hound at his throat to a puppy at his heel.
Smutny koniec.
If this is an act, it is a remarkable performance.
Dúfajme, že nie. Alebo si tam niečo spomenie potom v minulosti. Ale to je dosť možno. Thank you for delivering us such a big to us in one piece. We are lucky indeed to have friends Friends who would journey to the other side of the world to help us and repay the ability. We have much and more to think upon, but as regards the Emperor, we can but watch and wait. Now then, seeing as you come all this way, you must allow me to show you around the enclave. I would not have you thinking we've been idle in your absence. The rebuilding efforts proceed apace. I'm pleased to say, and we are now ready to welcome home our countrymen who were displaced by the war. Should they so desire it, there is a place here for those who fled to ours. We should be delighted to accept your invitation, Lord. Pocieszenie. Lord Him, and I have no doubt that your subjects at Ravenna's Hall will be heartened to hear that their Lord has not forgotten them. Oh, it's nothing. I just thought that Gossett and Yugiri would be back by now. Forgive me, my lord, but Captain is nowhere to find. Oh, he was here when I arrived. For now, we have taken Yossi to the private chamber and assigned another to watch over her. But I find it passing strange that the captain should leave his spot with no reward. That does seem most unusual. If you mean to look for a man, we would be happy to assist you. Bra. We should be glad of the help while I search without. Maybe we could ask our soldiers here if they know anything. I will join you. Koľko tam bolo na stene. With respect, my lord, you should remain here. Should the Emperor move against us, we will be better able to coordinate our response. And there I was thinking I was in charge. But you have the right of it. Go on then, I will mind the house. Ty ľubí dobre spravili, to sa mi ľúbi. Aj tých oných, v tom stepe. You seek the captain, he passed by a little while ago. I wonder if I should tell someone as it happens. He did not look well, you see. I asked if aught was the matter, and he told me the boss had a coach beat up with him. But I doubt it was that. There are older men in our ranks. Kajda ty čo tu trénuješ stále? Captain Jifuya. He was headed for the northern entrance when I saw him last. I was going to invite him to train with us, but he did not hear me call out to him. If you need him, I address the sentry on duty will be able to tell you more. Indeed, I suggest as much as Mistress Ali say. Well, she came asking earlier. It's something I miss. Concentrate. The captains went outside some few bells ago, and looking quite unwell. I'm sorry to say this I mentioned to Lord Gossetsu, who was straightway struck out after him. I hope they will be alright. Gossetsu, it seems everyone is bent to join the search. That's all well and good, but someone has to stand behind. There is no telling what the Emperor is plotting. You go on, you. Half an hour, and I shall hold the fort. Okay. To mają. Takže to bude na tom druhom ostrove, OK. Mhm. Počkaj, to tuto. Ja som išiel hore. A teraz to začne. Najlepšia zvučka, ako som kedy počul.
By the Kami! Your Lord Ian, leave me, I beg of you. Say nothing of this. I was never here.
Yeah.
There you are.
Lady Yugiri, Lord Gosetsu, forgive me my abrupt disappearance.
You have your reasons, I am sure. Will you not share them?
I was her master when she was yet a courtesan.
By the Kami.
She worked in my establishment. Her father was a regular client of mine. One day, quite without preamble, he offered to sell her to me. Yeah, she may be no maiden, he said, but she has some use left in her. He sold her short. When I first beheld her, I was struck by her beauty. And yet, behind her eyes there was an emptiness. It was as if she had given up on life. She seemed more a doll than a woman. It was no profession for her, but I knew she would be popular, and so it proved. Men flocked to drown themselves in that cold, bottomless gaze. The rest you know. She became an Imperial informant, and for her loyal service won the office of acting Viceroy.
While you came to serve the Liberation Front.
'Tis said that the atrocities Yotsuyu committed were driven by vengeance. If so, I bear part of the blame for creating the monster she became. Joining the front was meant to be my atonement. But the truth is, I am a coward, whose only thought was to escape her wrath. Then as now.
I see. Then I shall recommend that you be assigned to a new post. I trust you have no objections, Yugiri?
None. It would not do to leave Yotsuyu in his care.
I am in your debt.
Proste jeho minulosť.
Who is it that you seek to protect, Gosetsu? Idle musings. Pray, pay me no mind.
Je myslené, že akože... Neviem. Nič ináč. No, so... Forgive me, now it is... now is not the time for brooding. Come, let us rejoin the others. Také pocit, že tam asi prejdeme takto skoro. Dun, 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 dun. Well, I thank you for your help in the search. Gosetsu has told me all the transpired. I would not person to defend the life age let before he joined the front, nor will I command it. Frankly, it is not my place to judge. I will only say this: Tunisia, I know, was ever been a man of courage. That he should feel driven to flee, but bespeaks the depth of his error. Even now, you to cast a shadow over the realm. But the question is, what is to be done? Hero must be wait. The Emperor is on the move once more. I chose my plan. Empire is here. Or you were old.
To umývačky jinde, pozor.
Nemám nič. Well, we were outstretching for Jufuyo. We received a word from our shinobi allies. An Imperial ship has been sailed over the Roman soil. Or is it as objective remains unclear? It may be another attempt to recover Yatsu, or the prelude the invasion. Either way, the craft rapidly advances at speed and appears bound for the Castrum Flumis. I mean to go there and Ascentia another intent. If you ride out in force, it will only end one way. So we shall keep our numbers to minimum. You agree? You can I go to it's all good. Yes, my lord. Alice and I would fain play our part as well. We will not stand idle by while command foe threatens the lands of our friends and allies. We would be glad of the help. You are acquainted with Hakuro, I believe. Then I bid you seek him out and assist in maintaining orders in a cloud. When the people see the Imperial ship, they are liable to panic. I would have you reassure them, and should it come to it, aid in their evacuation. Very well, we shall depart at once. Do take care. What of me, my lord? The Emperor may well be after you. You are the man here and guard her until my return. As you wish. Pray stay close to you and you agree. Well, guard to tea and another breed of protest. Now I have seen it. The Castrum for me said, and let us find out what the Emperor's game is. Okay, ono to má být 500 jalmů, to. Black Blood. Marky Sakharie. No dobra. 270 tu vest. To bude to na rožku. Sypáme tam. Wow. A to, že si to pamätám, tak som sa skoro zabil, že? Ale áno, to je proste tá prvá dedinka, do ktorej sme prišli vtedy. Strávalo to do West, takže ja sa tam ešte musím otočiť, takže... Northwest. Jo, to bude tam. Hornbill. Vlastne áno, to bola brána, možno preto som to nezobral. To bolo, to sa tam nedalo ísť. $46 North, what the fuck? Mobil. Okay, že by to tuto hore bolo ako? Takže ale moment. Až keď hovorí hore, tak to... Tunak takto. No tak dobre som začal. To viem, že boli questy ohľadom toho chalaniska, ktorý to potom toto riadi. To začalo v podstate ním. A tu je to, dobré. Just to the southwest? Southwest? Ja, to bude tam. Popravde som nečakal, že tu dokážem skočiť. Lol. Som mŕtvy. Aha, vlastne áno, funguje toto, že jedno HP zostane, okej. To som si nebol istý, to vo volku môžeš zomrieť, nie tu no. No, po tej vode ani neprejdem. Southwest. Nie, jedę na Southeast. No to bude tam. No, z tej imperiálni tu aj budú? Sa zdá, že hej, to bolo možno jediné miesto, kde boli. Tu hore sú. Táto oblasť, jo, pamätám. Spomínam. Nepamätám, spomínam. They're secure. Whatever our visitor purpose, they plainly believe they can achieve it alone. The craft should come into view at any moment. Let us wait inside the classroom. Tandemi, chlapci.
A smoke signal? Thoughts, Yugiri?
In former times, such signals were used to announce the coming of an emissary of peace. In Doma, at least. But could that truly be their intent?
Who can say?
Mieri.
Whatever they want, we cannot simply blast them out of the sky. Not when they were so gracious as to honor one of our cherished traditions. I would not have it said that we Dormans want for propriety.
Then I shall go and reconnoiter.
Nay, that won't be necessary. We will meet them openly. I would welcome this student of Dorman history in person, whomsoever he or she may be.
As you wish, my lord. I shall arrange for a signal of our own to be fired in answer.
Okej. To jest zajímavé. Jakie mnie powiadomi?
Well, that we should be received by the Lord of Dorma himself.
I but afford an emissary of peace the courtesy he is due. Welcome to Doma, my lord.
Ah, where are my manners? I am Asahi Sus Brutus, ambassador plenipotentiary of Garlemald.
He is heir to the Naiuri clan, and Yotsu's stepbrother.
Aldo.
It seems I need not introduce myself, not in the presence of the famed Yugiri Mistwalker. Your skills as a shinobi are known far and wide, my lady. It is true. The former acting viceroy is my sister. Yet, bonds of kinship aside, we have precious little in common. As will soon become plain, I come not to sow strife, but to end it. I am of the Populares, a collective which represents the interests of the common man. Long have we labored to bring about reform to the Empire's provincial policy. Happily for us, our master acknowledges the need for change. Indeed, his radiance, Emperor Varys Zos Galvus, personally sanctioned this mission, granting me the authority to speak with his voice. To negotiate peace with Dorma.
Jakie podozriwe.
Well then, we have much to discuss. Will you accompany me to my hall?
Gladly, my lord.
Lena by bola jedna. We shall score the against to preserve the enclave. We will pray go on ahead to Yazaku Malorok and see that the ferry is already. The best. Okej, vediem to tam, dobra. Tam mám dosť veľa neobjaveného. Tu, first one, nejaká mačka. Ale brány sú vypnuté, to je pekné. 166. Getsu Japa, to som to snad v živote nevidel. Hej, to má tvár. Ale bol som tu, to si pamätám, že to bol nejaký quest, že sme boli na strechách alebo niečo špehovali. Nejaký pochod a nás vyčumuchali. Neviem, prečo som to nezobral. Lol. Pekne. Frequent Flyer 2. Počkať, že by sme išli? Nie. Neviem, uvidíme. Lord here and I will accompany the Imperial delegation on the first ferry. When you're ready, speak with the boatman and join us on the other side. Do enclave teda. The Doman Enclave. Jo. Vlastně ano, to je za. Těba zobereme. No to sú. Však toto môžem lietať, nie? Keď tu môžem použiť mauta. No, tak nič. Myslel som si, že môžem. So first thing first, what do you think of the enclave? I must say I'm quite proud of what my countrymen have accomplished in the time. We even have an age right now, countries of the Onishi book. Be sure I'm not young to the video, honestly though it has worry of light still to prove people might actually start this thing. But on the matter at hand, the ambassador and his retinue are at my hall, taking the ease ahead of the negotiation. I want you there when we talk starts. It will serve to send a message to the Emperor of Versailles and the Continent. I'm not normally one for hollow posturing, but in this game of nations, such gestures carry weight. Feel unnecessary about speaking for the silence of and only say was bitter. I need only to drink and look imposing. Stay you will gain. Mám na výber. I knew I could count on you. When are you ready, come and join me at the humble abode, the key and can. The gunsman will see you in. Dobre, však čo máte tu jedného opravára podľa všetkého? Tohto vlčieho človeka. Aha, to je toto. OK. Ale ešte toto vzadu je jeden. Such place or destination, okay. Northern Enclave. Gente, dobra. Čiže 4 questy z tím tam nezostanou.
On behalf of my delegation, I offer you my humblest thanks. Never did I imagine that I would meet the gallant and noble Lord of Dorma himself, nor be welcomed into his magnificent hall.
You'll forgive me if we forgo the pleasantries. You say you are come to negotiate peace. Unless I am mistaken, such negotiations are typically conducted between sovereign nations. I was not aware that the Emperor had recognized Dorma's sovereignty.
His Radiance has yet to do so, that much is true. Know, however, that he has expressed willingness to cede Dorma to her ancestral masters and treat with her as a friend.
Nevedl bych jim ani slovo.
Since the days of Emperor Solus, the Empire has aggressively expanded its territory. While you may not agree with our founding father's policy of expansion, I believe there is room for discussion on the matter of his lifelong goal, to rid the world of icons. Icons are a blight upon this star. They cannot be suffered to exist. This you know as well as we. In his wisdom, Emperor Varus wishes to explore the possibility of an alliance to combat this common threat. On the condition that Dorma renounces summoning and pledges to police the Korgin's practice of it, his Radiance would extend the hand of friendship.
Dorma has never shown any appetite for summoning, and it should go without saying that we will address any threat to our people, icon or otherwise. With regard to the Korgin, I must stress that they only resorted to summoning under extreme provocation. When the Ruby Sea was at peace and their sacred relics safe, they looked not to their kami for protection. Yet even now there are certain parties who would destabilize the region with ill-conceived military forays. Unless they alter their course, we cannot hope to be rid of icons.
Quite. I can but apologize. In seeking to eliminate icons, the Empire creates them. 'Tis an irony among ironies, one with which the people of Eorzea are well acquainted, I am told.
Indeed. Many summonings are the result of persecution, the weak being driven to call upon the divine for deliverance from the strong. So it was in Alamigo, the bitter fruit of Garlean oppression.
A tragic state of affairs. If we are to put an end to summoning once and for all, it shall not be through might, but harmony. Yet we continue to repeat our mistakes, oblivious to the lessons of history. My comrades and I would change all that. We, Populares, have campaigned long and hard for a shift in imperial policy. And at last, the Emperor has seen fit to lend us an ear. Alas, there is a faction within Garlemald that would obstruct our every attempt at reform. A collection of pure-blooded Garleans who seek to consolidate their own supremacy. The Optimates. Lest you wonder, theirs was the hand that loosed our forces on the Confederacy. 'Twas a regrettable incident, one that flies in the face of everything we believe. And I swear to do all in my power to prevent a reoccurrence.
That would be most welcome. But if I may speak plain, if the Empire itself is not of one mind, how can we be certain that any peace we negotiate will be honored?
I cannot blame you for doubting us. Indeed, I should find it strange if you did not. And so, in the name of building trust, I would like to make a proposal. A prisoner exchange.
A prisoner exchange, takie nieczekane. Swoją sestrą, że? Śpimy. A za kogo? Wszak nie mają nikogo.
Under Garlean rule, no few Dormans were conscripted into the Imperial army. We would repatriate them in return for those of ours you captured in the recent conflict. Naturally, any exchange would include the acting viceroy.
Yotsu? What makes you think we have her?
Forgive me, my lord. Was it not your wish to speak plain? Let us not play games. I desire only to work to our mutual benefit. The Optimates tried and failed to take my sister by force. I would succeed by peaceable means, thereby strengthening my party's hand. 'Twould be a lie to say I would not also be glad of my sister's safe return.
A fellow plain speaker. How refreshing. Very well. Your proposal has merit, but I will need time to consider it.
Of course, my lord. May we remain in Dorma until you have come to a decision?
Tak to by si se malo rychlo rozhodnúť. Rovno hneď.
You shall be our honored guests.
Jak to povedal na silu.
Yugiri, I leave the ambassador and his retinue in your care. See that they are well looked after.
You have our gratitude, Lord Hien. We shall look forward to your answer.
Pěkně mu tam nožík do chrbta. Well, that was unexpected. You can say that again, I still don't know quite what to make of it all. But on the surface, a prisoner exchange does seem a good way to begin. The question is, can they be trusted? They had noted again by divulging the details of the internal divisions. As it stands, we have no reason to doubt them. But the ambassador mentioned the such left a meal at ours. Ace. Ada made his grand talk of peace seem unseemly, like the length preamble. I think this might all be a ruse of facilities for her retrieval. Perhaps though I cannot fathom why they would go to such a length. Yotsu may have been acting viceroy, but she is not Garlean, not even highborn. Her value must presumably lie in what she knows. Which brings us to the little matter of her memory loss. In her present condition, she would not yield any worthwhile intelligence, nor is she worth much as a bargain piece. Helping out your well acquainted with the Emperor methods, I would have your thoughts on this matter. And knowledge is at your disposal, Lord Lian. Well, the ambassador proposal is appealing in principle, it will be a resignation of us not to give it due scrutiny. Indeed, thought it seems to me I have little choice but to accept regardless. With so many of our brothers and sisters languishing in imperial camps, I cannot well turn my back on chance to secure their repatriation, and need the coming knows when I will be afforded another. But here we continue. Shall we execute to sue? I fear that follows will bore them to tears. I was just about to show myself out as it happens. Come on, you, let's leave Alfino to dispense his copious knowledge. Jak to powie vždycky. Prostě si štuchnu. Yeah, someone still sore from being made to watch it. Suzuki. Go on and keep Alice company. We are safe enough for now. For now. Yeah, a chance to relax at least. I know when I'm out of my depth. Both no weapons are drawn, negotiation is no less battle, and the stakes can be every bit as high. One misplaced word and people could die. It takes someone with a cool head, and I will be the first to admit that's not me. So we're left with the eternal question: what to do while the battle's on? A mistake. It's forgotten home? Sekunda. Jezus, ja sam to odklikał. You, moment if you would. Here again, I show you was it. You have some business with you? Business? No, pleasure, my lady. I really wish to exchange a few words with the famed Slayer of Gods and Champion of Heroes. It is surely an honor. Such heartfelt admiration, one could almost forget that you are envoy to the Empire. Oh, this is strange. We may have stood on opposite sides in the past, but I see no contradiction in landing the woman who would do battle with our common enemy. And at least to forget this is my homeland, it would be remiss of me not at least thank her for containing the trait possessed by Kojin while Akon. Now, if I may continue, as we speak, Lorhain deliberates over my proposal, and I will take this time to see the lands I once called home. Thought Lady Gary is certain to be jewel escort, the excursion would be all the more enjoyable for company and safer besides. Skôr nás chcete asi oddeliť od seba, vy špiny. The ambassador has the right of it. He is not like to come to harm with you at his side. Will you join us? Okay, tak buďme zdvorili teda. And that guys are bludgeon as well. There is not else to do, until Lord Han has reached his decision. And I can think of nothing way to learn more about the current state of Doma. Let's settle down. The four of us shall make the brief excursion through Yangxia. Might we start at the town of Monzon? I would see what has become of Doma case. Very well, if you will follow me. Tak Jezus, to my ideme właśnie ukazować one. Domu. Tak budzisz, no. It's forgotten. What the fuck? Aj, dobra. Bol to ináč ten, čo robí ten istý quest snad, čo ja? Len je troška rýchlejší. Dobre, mne to vychádza, že mám posledné 3 questy. Ak nebudú dlhé, tak ich spravím. Čož dúfam, že nebudú nejaké extra. I can desperately be my home to the cream of Doma Samurai. I had heard the Yotsuyu intended to send some few of our automata here, but only by way of warning. It should know him to come to this. Indeed, her savagery served only to increase the people and spur them to rise up in protest. It was folly to think such. Yeah, such methods of governance could have prove efficient. So, yes, of course, if you have better what remains of the castle, we must persist with the ruins. Yeah. Čo zostalo za rady, no? It is traversed, I remember the keep being so beautiful in the light of the setting sun. One would swear it was aflame. It is indeed a doleful spectacle. Mayhap we will rebuild it one day when we have finished helping our people to rebuild their lives. Spoken like true popularis. The needs of the people must, of course, come first. Speaking of whom, would you be opposed to me seeing how they live firsthand? The village of Namai is but a short journey from here, if I'm not mistaken. Very well, yes, if you will follow me, I will ready to on board. To myślisz to też, że? O, a nie, okej. Aha, tak nic. Okay, on jest 90. Oh my gosh. No, gdzieś ja sobie kliknę tak to. Świat mocy. Sam sobie mógł prawo kliknąć, že? A mnie malo dopnąć, a kiedy on dostał, mal taki život tam. Troszkę si to radšej obídem. A to bude boj, až do toho zav.
Get back!
back! I'm warning you!
Someone's in trouble.
No že by to nebyla pasce. Ajajaj. Kodzi. Ale červený.
Are you all right?
Hi.
What do they want with you?
Yuki, and you lot too. I don't know. We were returning from the Enclave when they came at us.
It seems they won't go quietly.
Chodź kota, zmrtlina do zajtra nie wydrży ja. I chcesz jeszcze?
Daj no.
Rozdzielmy to, tak?
And
No.
neither will we.
Idę boję, no. Plecy są soldaty z mrazku do mrazaku, ale... Co zabrał to kapitan? Magę tam wystawiamy samego, jak załamy trafi. Skoro jak mam chęci za to wykranić, jo.
The art of my forebears. Hop. Są klepodoby z pomysłem.
That seems to be the last of them.
O. Czekał są z radu. Jako.
You have nothing to fear, child. You are safe now.
Thank you, sir.
Ona je mi povedoma.
You saved us again. Thank you. If you're ever passing by our village, look us up. You'll always be welcome.
Thank goodness we arrived when we did.
Indeed. But what could have prompted the Red Kojin to stray so far from the Ruby Sea?
I presume these are the sellswords hired by Yotsuyu. If so, the answer is simple. Desperation. Bereft of imperial employment, they seek other means to line their coin purses. Another sad legacy of the Empire's mismanagement.
The Empire to which you have sworn allegiance.
Must you always be so pointed? If we are to bring about lasting change, we must look beyond narrow allegiances. You have every right to doubt me, but in time, I hope you will come to see that we share a common goal.
No.
You and yours have fought fiercely to change the Empire from without, but if we are to end the cycle of conflict, the Empire must change from within. Am I wrong?
Toto ti tam plesknem.
Never? I wonder, would you have said the same of Ishgard? Believe what you will, but I assure you, the Empire can change.
Áno, ale ten Ishgard, jak si dobre spomínam, tak dostal pekne na hubu. Pri tej zmene. Mali byť oslavy a boli to tam jatka. Takže... Dear me, I hope to convey my views on our nation's short hopes under more peaceable circumstances. The literature did afford me a chance to see the famed hero of yours in action, and the Imperial soldiers can say that at least a few will live to tell the tale. Well, after the little ordeal, I believe it may be time for us to return to the enclave. My lord, but what of Namai? Yes, you seem so eager to observe the village going about their daily lives. To be frank, I'm still but there is to hope the good people of Nami would take kindly to the sight of a man in imperial uniform with blood still dripping from his blade. Even in your company, my presence could only prove a distraction. But not, however, thanks to three of you, I have seen a great deal more than I otherwise would. And with any luck, Lord Hien will have finished considering my proposal by time we return. O, niekto tu robil questa. A, dobre naskinowano. Lol. Moment, miał som tam teleport. Bohužiaľ mal. What life do you seek, Anna? Как будто надо было квест, že by to poslala tam jen potom. Uvidíme časom, ale pekne to stávajú to. Donation basket. Oh. Thank you again for agreeing to join me. If not for your right, the Kajin may well have overwhelmed us. Pray, go ahead, the Lord is expecting our remain without and keep watch over our guests. Well, we had best not keep him waiting. Dobra, tak ja ho tu drž. No, uvidím. What? No, možno dlhá cutscéna alebo niečo. To je málo kedy sa stane, že to je rýchly quest. Welcome back, my friend. Your results you accompanied her and Ashai on a tour of Yangtze. I had hoped you might take the opportunity to recover from your experience at Sakazuki. Yeah, but I gave you time was well spent until the ambassador affords you a chance to make a full report. However, I must rely on you to supply the details, so please tell us how it all unfolded. Red Quadrant here? Have there been any other such instances since the liberation? Not that I'm aware of. If they're planning some new venture here in Yangtze, we will need to increase patrols. In any event, I'm in debt to you for fighting them off, but tell me, and don't be modest, was Ashui truly the first to leap to the youngster's aid? I was quick to doubt him when we first met, but his desire to serve for them seemed quite genuine. It's possible he really believes what he's saying. In the time I've known you, you have always been an excellent judge of character. What do you make of the ambassador? Presne tak. Proste mu neverím. Then the question is of what his true intention maybe remains. Regardless of his aim, I'm resisting the plan, playing his game for now at least. Well, force-wearing summoning should be simple enough considering you never doubled in it in the first place, which just leaves somewhat to near question of how to police the red coaching. It was with that very question in mind that I sought Alfin out consult. Thanks to his knowledge of the icons and the rituals used to evoke them, I believe we have identified a workable solution. As you will recall, Susanna was summoned forth using the power of relic locked away in the Kojin's treasure vault of the Isle of Zeki. Outside relics remain there to this day. It is all but certain that the act of summoning exhausted the source of Israel, making substitute summoning impossible. Assuming that that is the case, preventing the Primal return rest or on denying the red cogent means the awesome new source of Israel. Either via acquisition of crystal or the relics they are want to collect. For this I plan to enlist the aid of our friends the Blue Kojin. Since the mass liberation we have forged closer bonds with Banshin and his people, and with their support I'm quite confident we can keep Red from obtaining what they acquired to call upon the Susanoo. They will be exchanged as agreed, and I will give us a full credit to the share for the success of the transaction. If there is not, we can do to help to the populace garner a favor. I mean to see the done. Takže ho chceš vyměnit. Of course I have some unfinished business there to attend to. Would you all come with me? Yes, of course, but what's my business? The past mistake which I put a ship right, one which has weighted heavy on my mind. Papadango.
I had her brought here in secret while the three of you kept our guest company. The world has not been kind to you, it is true. But that does not excuse your sins. You should be at the bottom of the river. Yet here you are, the living, breathing proof of my failure. A failure for which I would now make amends.
What did I do? I don't remember. Was it really so terrible? Tell me, please! What did I do?
You speak of sins, my lord. But at whose feet do those sins lie?
Speak of sins, my lord, but whose feet do those sins lie?
With the soldiers who committed the crimes, or those who commanded them to do so? With both, I would say. For all have a conscience, and all must choose. But with no memory of who she is, or what she has done, what sin remains to be cleansed?
You ask that I show mercy.
I ask why the heavens saw fit to deny me my rest. Why Yotsuyu was spared not only death, but the bitter memories of her life.
You truly think it the will of the Kami?
Kami je boh, by the way, po japonsky.
If so, her life is not mine to take. It is yours to safeguard. Come the hour of the exchange, if her memories have not returned, she may remain here in Doma to live out her days as Tsuyu. But if they do, the Garleans shall have their viceroy. Though the people will protest, they will come to accept my decision when they have been reunited with their loved ones.
Thank you, my lord.
Že je dáva na výber.
Now then, I believe we have kept our guest waiting long enough. Did Gosetsu not seem strange to you? His sympathy for Yotsuyu apart, I mean. I know his powers of endurance only too well, but after all he has suffered, even he should not be on his feet. He puts on a brave face for our sakes, but it would not surprise me if he lacked the strength to raise his blade. Though I suppose if he and Yotsuyu are to enjoy a life of peace and quiet, he will have little use for it. It falls to us to shape that future, one in which he need never again set foot on the battlefield.
Stratился, to bolo vidno predtým, kdy tam boli. Keď mi nedokázal meč udržať. Tak ale dostal 2 či 3 gulky do boku, tak od nej do konca. Vidieť safely in to care all that remains is transfer of surely proposal. I realize that might just demand your attention, but I would ask that you stay for longer to see what this business through.
My apologies. Our deliberations took longer than expected.
Think nothing of it. The time afforded me the opportunity to go on a rather rousing excursion through Yansha. You have reached a decision then?
We are willing to cooperate with you in combating the Icon threat, and also in the exchange of prisoners. Assuming you accept our conditions, of course. As you know, your sister is in our care. Due to certain complications, however, we are hesitant to release her into your custody.
Complications?
She was inside Doma Castle when it collapsed. Though she survived, she remembers nothing of her past life, not even her name. To clarify, she is in our care not as a prisoner, but as a vulnerable citizen of Doma.
Are you saying you refuse to release her?
Not at all, if her memory returns before the appointed hour.
And if not, what exactly? You will accommodate her here in Doma?
Well, I sincerely doubt she will be of any great strategic value to the Empire. She spends her days daydreaming of Dango.
Dango? How dreadful.
Yeah.
Very well. In light of our recent misstep in Sakazuki, it seems only fair that I show you the same understanding you have shown us. Though I do have one small request. Regardless of Yotsuyu's value to the Empire, she is yet my sister. Before I leave, might you permit me to speak with her in private?
Zabiję.
Of course. Perhaps you could even bring her a plate of dango. She would be most pleased. Yugiri will see you to her chambers.
Ja lubię sami to, mam proste stále pochybnosti, takže forgive me, my lord, but has it not been gone over long? Perhaps I should come as a Gossetsu. I understand your concern, but we have to wait. Deserve that much. I'm sorry to hook up you all waiting. Thank you for your understanding. Long did I dream of this renation, but never did I imagine I would be so joyless. A part of me hoped your stories of her condition were just that, but alas, it is as you say. So do you remember anything of this man? Anything at all? I'm a stranger to her, that much was clear to me. from a single look. I have highly of her in New York, as you wish. Now, if you will excuse me, my superiors will no longer the report. There will be a listed here of our agreement. Of that I have no doubt. As for the exchanges of owns, I have obtained the relevant permission. I will arrange for your people to be relieved of the various duties and sent here to Yangtze. This will take time, of course. Of course, you may rest assured your soldiers will be well carried from unit return until your return. We will also begin taking steps to better contract with the Kajun and their econ. Before you take the leave, there is one other thing. I'm informed it was you who took the lead in rescuing two young demons from the band of Kajun's soldiers. I have not yet had the time to thank you properly. Please, there is no need to thank me. I only did what anyone would do under the circumstances. Fortunately, I was in good company at the time. The plight of the Red Kojin is of the Emperor's making. Were it not for our transgression, those children would not have needed saving. The people of Doma have suffered enough, my lord. My promise to do all in my power to spare them bitter pain, be it at the hands of the Kojin or indeed the Empire. I pray the Emperor will see things as you do. No, jasne, odklikneme ako prečítam tú druhú vetu, že? Until we meet again. OK, tak zatiaľ to nevyzeralo tak strašne. Ale stále by som mu neveril ani neviem čo všetko. As before, I leave it to you. I invited the rest of you to join me outside. Let's show you the proper farewell. Dobra. What? Toto. Lol, niekto dal 25 euríčok. Device one. Lol. Dám posledný ship awaits at Castron Florio, let us be off. Teleportíky. Dobra. Neboli na väčšej lodi? Myslím, že hej.
I wish you a safe journey.
Keď by to padlo.
This has been a most enjoyable visit. I look forward to our next meeting.
Nemusíš, ďakujem. Stačilo toto.
Maxima, would you take the others and see that all is ready for our departure? I simply cannot leave without first giving thanks to the Warrior of Light for accompanying me through Yansha.
Nepreháňaj. Zúžde si do toho tvojho lietadla. Už sa neukazuj.
Mark me. savior of the savages. There will be a reckoning.
You've nowhere left to run, traitor!
Ignorant savages! Killing us will avail you naught. For every Imperial you cut down, 1,000 more will come. Abandon this foolish endeavor and surrender. You may yet serve our righteous cause.
How dare you speak of righteousness? You who forsook kith and kin to serve conquerors! Be glad I grant you this mercy. What in the...
Tatko ti prišiel. Jaké očisko to má v strede? To majú iba nejakú Janku.
No, just one! Cut him down!
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
This one is promising. Who remains to offer us resistance?
A host of rebels led by Lord Cayenne hold the enclave across the river.
Lord Cayenne?
The king of the former king of Dorma, sir. They say he is one of the greatest swordsmen alive.
Is that what they say?
Who was that?
Surely you jest. That was Xenos Galvus, legatus of the 12th, the Crown Bloody Prince. I heard he was strong, but that was frightening.
That was Lord Xenos. Everything you are, your power, even your face, it vexes me.
Vexes? Bičujem. Trápi, respektíve.
Go on. Lash out like the beast you are at an emissary and jeopardize the newfound peace between Dorma and the Empire. My lord was destined to lead us unto a glorious new age. Your light is nothing to his radiance.
Lesknimo jedno.
I will cherish this moment, lock it away within my heart, until the day we meet again.
Snad to powiesz jeno. Aha, to je predok, že to je zadok. To je lode. Ten špic.
You look troubled, my friend. Was it something he said?
Nebude to mier.
Of all the memories to witness.
I had my doubts about him, but I would never have guessed he was a disciple of Xenos. My lord.
Calm yourself, Ugiri. I set no store by him or his enlightened brethren. But if by treating with them there is even the faintest hope, we might secure the return of our conscripted brothers and sisters, I must play this game. After the way I risked their lives in the rebellion, I owe them that much.
My lord, you bear no blame for their fate.
If not blame, then responsibility. They were prisoners, and still I chose to fight, knowing they could be executed in retaliation. But now we have a chance to bring them home. If it means bargaining with a monster, so be it.
My lord.
Besides, I think he likes me, which is more than some can say.
Si myslím, že to byla celá fraška. It makes no sense why would he bother keep up the pretense for so long only to drop it right before the variant. Perhaps he no longer thought it's necessary having secured the Doma's cooperation with prisoner exchange. If it really is discipline of Xenos, these possible emotions simply got the better of him. Remaining calm around the woman his lord will have taken his toll. Later the explanation how is now is not the time for the haste reprisals. We shall proceed as a planned. The Red Squadron must be placed under surveillance, and the Guardian prisoners made ready for the exchange. Surveillance, drobnohled. But you need to concern yourself with the details. Dozor, no. Leave the affairs of the matter to us when the horror of a change draws near, we will call. I should certainly hope whatever the Emperor's surgery intend, we would be on hand to play our part, either the defend Doma or the help Israel in the lasting peace. I thought we might use this time to return to Urza, but given the real situation, I'm happy it would be best if we remain in Kaguna. agreed between you two Mayasa and Ashri dubious Ganda. We have ample reason to remain in the neighborhood. If anything should happen, anything at all, you must send for us add-ons. I will. On that, you have my word, charting above to sea of troubles. Promises to be difficult enough. I am not so proud as to attempt defeat alone. The Gagunada, the Taranders must know of what transpired here. Jako to ty? Gardan, okej. Nie ma wody, ale się to już byłem kończyć za chwilkę. No ja ti neviem, on, vieš, keď tam bolo samotne s ňou, tak možno je niečo nakecal, možno si spomenula, že to má stále hrať, bla bla bla, to je dosť možnosti. Vieš, také. Ja uvidíme. Hancock. It seems you're quite a predicament. Well, should we receive an urgent missive from Doma or they will be the first to know of it. Yes, of course, we're discussing the ideas with Triple our confused, but I suppose the door can wait if any urgent news should come through the office. About them, I wish to apologize, it was reckless to me make such purchase without first consulting you. You may be certain, however, then I mean the reimburse the science, even if it means drawing upon my personal funds. Great out of you, but I'm sure it won't come to that. If sovereign business property is as promising as it sounds, you should have no difficulty wiping the red from our ledger. Forgive me, it would seem I have unwittingly heaped my finished troubles upon you. I swear I will pay you back. Thought I fear I will struggle to gather anything of monetary value. Knowledge I can gather in abundance. To start, I plan to investigate the divisions forming within the Empire. Mayhap Real and his associates I have heard something on the subject. Regardless, the more we know about the politics of Garamland, the better our chances of predicting the Empire's next move, which might yield you an advantage on the day of the prisoners' exchange. Knowing what we do of Ashi, apparently resentment toward you, I cannot say what he hopes to gain from it. But if there is even finest chance that the lasting peace could be forged between Doma and the Empire, what choice have we but to try? Hold the end and the right of it, Ashai may very well be a monster, but we must play his game for now. Aby mu tam nožík zapikl hneď do brucha, do krku, do všetkého možného. Čurakovi jednému. Pending mime, striking, koffer. Jeszcze som ani jeden neodparł, już mam dwa. A bude cutscena. Arranging the prisoners' exchange part is written, I thought. Yes, my lord, will be most pleased. Everything is going according to the plan. Jak jsem si myslel.
Can you truly remember nothing? Nothing at all?
Were we friends?
Yes. We were good friends, you and I. In fact, I've brought you a gift.
Miska?
I pray that one day soon, as you gaze into that mirror, you will remember the woman staring back at you.
It's so pretty. Who are you? Who are you?
No tam Imperial Capital.
How are you feeling, my lord?
On prežil, že?
Fine, now leave me.
Ty otázníky tam nemusíte dávat, velice dobře víme, kdo to je. To si zahrál svou vlastní smrt, lebo si nemal šanci, ty čurák. Spabelec. OK. Dobre, idem včas. Tak pokračujeme.